solve loads of questions where we have to differentiate and find out the gradient, find out the stationary point, turning point and all. But in today's lesson, we'll understand how to implement that understanding into the questions where we have displacement given, we have to find out velocity, time, acceleration and all. So look at the question. We are starting kinematics and this is the first session of kinematics. So a particle moves in a straight line, its displacement is given to us, and find the expression for velocity of the particle. So we are starting kinematics. So first thing we are going to be learning is understanding what each thing is. So now you will no longer get the equations in terms of y equals like 2x squared or something. We will have y and x kind of disappearing. Okay, so what comes? We will be getting s in terms of t, right? So s would be like 2t squared plus 5t minus 3 or something like that. S will come in terms of t. And we will get v in terms of t. We will get a in terms of t. So like displacement, velocity and acceleration, like these type of things we are going to be seeing. Like these things will come in picture. So let's understand. So we will use S. Generally students are confused like whether we use S or D for displacement. We use S. You will get the equation in S only. But it's quite connected with differentiation. So when you have S and you have to find V, S is nothing but the displacement, okay? Displacement, distance, whatever they say, it is displacement and V is nothing but velocity. And A is acceleration, right? Okay. Now, how are these things linked together and with differentiation? So if you differentiate S, you get V, right? So if we differentiate, S is, they all are in terms of t, right? So if you are differentiating S in terms of t, that means ds over dt, you will get v. And if you differentiate v, you will get acceleration. So if we differentiate v with respect to t, we are going to be getting acceleration. Does that make sense? So S is the displacement. How will we get v? V is nothing but just differentiating S. And how do we get acceleration? Just by differentiating v in terms of t. Perfect. Sometimes we also need to differentiate, say for example, either you say dv over dt, and if I try linking, v was what? So if I just simply say, you are actually double differentiating the top. So what happens? When you differentiate S, you get V. And when you differentiate V, you get A. So if I have to jump from S to V, so over here it comes, okay, from S to V is the first derivative and from V to A is the second derivative, isn't it? So sometimes we also call it, we write it like that, d2s over dt2, right? So that is the second derivative of displacement. So whatever you understand, it's just the representation. It could be a new for today, but slowly you'll understand why I'm writing 2 over there, because it's a second derivative. When we are writing just ds over dt or dv over dt, it's first derivative. So why am I writing 2 over here, but dv over dt, but d2s over dt2? Why 2 is there, but not over here? Reason being, are you understanding? This is just dv over dt, but that is d2s over dt2. So over here, we are just trying to link acceleration with displacement. So when you are at displacement and you have to move to acceleration, you are double differentiating, you are jumping twice, correct? And if you are just at a velocity and you have to reach acceleration, you are just jumping once. So we write dv over dt, correct? Hope that makes sense. Now let's start doing question. So over here, what do we have? We have S given to us, correct? Find an expression for velocity. So velocity is what? V is nothing but differentiating S with respect to time, with respect to t. So let's differentiate that. Okay. Again, some new terms are getting connected over here. The content, the concept, the understanding is the same. So let's differentiate. So 3 times 2 is 6t plus 8. And that's your answer. And they're not asking for acceleration, so that's fine. Let's move to the next question. I think this is important. You could write it down. And every time, once it is the first thing, we try to be familiar with. The second time you see the same thing, you will feel connected. It wouldn't be like a new thing, strange thing. So a quick, like multiple revisions will make you very comfortable. Okay, now let's move to the next question. The displacement of the particle from a fixed point is given by s. Again, s in terms of t we have. You have to find out the velocity of the particle as well as acceleration. So how do we find out the velocity? So for v, you are going to be differentiating it. That gives you nothing but a v. So let's do that. So if we differentiate it, we get 6t squared minus 10t plus 4. Are you clear? Did you get the same? So 3 times 2, 6t squared minus 2 times 5 is 10t plus 4. Okay, so we get v. So we have our v with us, which is 6t squared minus 10t plus 4. For finding out the acceleration, so for acceleration, what are we going to do? For acceleration is nothing but dv over dt. So we're going to be differentiating this thing. Because what is v? V is not given in the question. V is what we found out. Correct? This is v. So you have to differentiate this to get a. Okay, let's do that. So it turns into a new question for us. So 6t squared minus 10t plus 4 is what we have to differentiate. So that gives us 12t minus 10. And that's what our answer is. Does that make some sense? Are you understanding this? It's not tricky, it's just new, right? Try being comfortable with that. Okay, now the final exam style question. So we have a particle that moves in a straight line. At time t seconds, the displacement is given to us of p from a fixed. This is what the language they are making. So s is given to us. We have to find out the expression for v at time t seconds. So what we need to do, we have to find out v, which is nothing but, yes, ds over dt. So let's differentiate that. 6t squared minus 9 times 2 is 18t plus 12. Good job. And for the b part, we have to find out the expression of acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but dv over dt. And if I just ask you what in terms of s, from s if you move to a, so s to v to a, that is, you will write it as d2s over dt2, right? Okay, so now let's differentiate this. That means 6 times 2 is 12t minus 18. That's what our answer is. Super simple. Let's have a very quick discussion of practice question and see what we have understood. The displacement of the particle is given to us. Which option gives both? Okay, let's start from here. A particle moves in a straight line and displacement is given to us. Which expression gives its velocity? How about you try and then let's see if you are getting the same answer and it's correct. So s is given to us. We're gonna be, because we have to find out velocity. Velocity is nothing but differentiating it once. Okay. That gives us 10t plus 4, which is b part. That's correct. Good job. Ta-da, ta-da. Okay, let's move to the next question. We have to find out the expression for velocity again. Can we not really do pen paper thing and try it answering directly? 3 times 3 is 9 minus 9t squared is actually only 1. Okay, it's easier to guess, right? V is minus 90 squared plus 4 and let's check. Yeah, that's correct. Moving to the next one. What do we get? The displacement of the particle is given to us. Which option gives both velocity and acceleration? Let's do one question. So s is given to us. S is, I'm not going to be writing the question. Let's do it directly. V is differentiating s, ds over dt. So we get 4 times 4, which is 16t cubed, minus 4 times 2 is 8t plus 6 only. Okay, that's V. So which option gives us this? Minus 80 plus 6. Oh, actually we have A and D same. That means we have to find out acceleration as well. Acceleration would be 16 times 3 is 48t squared minus 8. Oh, they lost over here. No, 16t squared. So that means last option is correct. Good job. It's super easy, no? And interesting too. Not every new thing is hard. It's just our mindset. So be open to accept everything. Let's do V equals ds over dt. Correct? 6 times 3 is 18t squared minus 4 times 2 is 8t plus 2. Are you also doing like me? Everything in head? Now, what is acceleration? Differentiate your V, newly formed V, to get acceleration. That gives you 36t minus 8. Now let's find out which one. 36t minus 8. I think B is the right answer. Correct? Yay! And for this one, okay, this time we are not going to be doing pen paper work. Let's try it mentally. Okay, so you try it mentally and I'm also trying. And let's see if we are getting 3 times 3 is 90 squared. Okay, out of these two are correct. 90 squared minus 4t minus 5. And when it's 90 squared, it will be B part. I did get the answer. The last question. Again, we have to find velocity and acceleration. And we can easily do it in 2 minutes. Not much. Okay. I mean, 2 minutes, that's quite long, no? Just in few seconds. So 8t cubed minus 18t squared. 8t cubed minus 18t squared. That gives you 24t squared minus 30, 60. I think A part is the right answer. Well, let me just double check. Because when we are in rush, that is the major part where we make mistakes. I feel we're not making a mistake. And we can confidently go for that. Okay, so that's it. Hope you've understood this. See you in the next lesson.